Hello YouTube, how's everything going today? Well, I hope you're having a great day. I actually had the morning off, so I spent a little bit of time working on the Mustangs times two, or as my friend is calling them, red and green. So I am preparing to start my swap. I think I mentioned in my video yesterday, the windows went in. And that gave me a chance to really just get a lot of the stuff that was laying on the floor or around on the benches put into the car or put back away so I can get started on the more laborious work. So I'll show you what I've been up to and my plan. I'll just try to explain a little bit. So my plan is to start at the back of these two cars with suspension and rear ends and axles and brakes and all that kind of stuff. So you can see I have the Mustang, the red Mustang up on the lift. And this morning I started preparing, I'll try to get under here, started preparing to remove this rear end. Now I had a Hotchkiss sway bar. You can kind of see the marks here and over there. I just removed those completely to get rid of them. I tucked the mounts for those sway bars just up here to the way, and I'll pull them out at the last minute. I also got all the suspension bolts just finger tight. So you can see here, this is just ready to fall off. These bolts for the shackles are all just loose. I cracked the drive, I'll try to block the light there. I cracked the brake lines, and I have a catch pan here, just letting that kind of drip for now. I removed the drive shaft, and I got all the shackle bolts are finger tight, front and back. So other than taking the wheels off and releasing the emergency brake cables, which I'm going to do, everything else is ready to go. So for this car, I have the entire rear end ready to go. So what's next? Well, next I'm going to do the same thing with the green car. So, and you know, it's all brand new stuff. It's just stock stuff. So for this car, not a big deal. Because it's all brand new, I would imagine, or I hope that it's all going to come out relatively easily. So that's basically the plan and what I've been working on today. I'm going to get started on the green car. It's a little bit difficult. I'm by myself today, so I don't have anybody to help me do some filming. So it's a little hard for me to show what I'm going to do with the green car. It's also not on the lift, it's on the floor, so I'm going to be doing a lot of putting it on jack stands and crawling under it and whatnot, but basically the same thing. So I'm going to get this car all ready to remove the rear suspension. I'll remove the shocks from the top and the bottom of the car, or loosen all the bolts off so that they'll come out. I'll release the brake lines and let it drip probably for the day or overnight, because I'm not planning to actually do the swap today. I'm just getting everything ready. What else will I do? Release the emergency brake lines, and then I'll loosen all the shackle bolts so everything is ready to go. When it's all ready to go, I'm going to take this green car and I'm actually going to push it outside, turn it around and slide it back in so both of these cars are in the same direction. And I'm doing that just to make my life a little bit easier. When I'm ready to swap these two, my plan is to call in some help from my buddies. The idea is, because I have everything loose and ready to go and all the fluids out of the way, that we can just crank one car up in the air and remove the suspension entirely and do the same to the other and swap them left to right, and then bolt everything back together again, finger tight at least. And then that allows me to continue on. So the goal here is to get the entire rear suspension of this car 100% swapped, so that I can then work on the front end of the car. So the front end of the car is going to be a lot the same, except I have to remove an engine and transmission and all the suspension and swap them left to right. So many more videos to come. Thank you very, very much for watching. Quick shout out to my Fueled by Timmy's roll up the rim, which I still have some coffee left, so I'm not going to roll it up quite yet. But they're my fuel for this morning. Shout out to them. Thanks for everything you guys do at the local Tim Hortons that I like to frequent. Anyways, have a wonderful day. Share my videos. Please like below. If you have any comments, by all means, make them, and I'll get to responding to them as fast as I can.